Good morning. I, I think that we all need to rise a little bit earlier. I think that Republicans need to open their eyes when they get up in the mornings. They are always on the defensive rather than being on the offensive. Democrats know they're a bunch of idiots, and they got them wrapped around their finger and have them defending the agenda that is set by the Democrats, the corrupt, crooked liars of the Democrat leadership. It's got the monkey by the tail with the Republicans. They now impeaching Trump for a speech free. What, the president doesn't have freedom of speech? What people don't realize, and the Republicans and conservatives continue to ignore, and they look at the future, what's going to happen, and then we're going to re-elect Trump in 2024 and all that garbage. They don't realize it already happened. It's all here. Suppression of freedom of speech, religion, want to take your weapons away, disrespect for the national anthem and our flag, no values, no freedom of religion. It's all happened. It's all in the past. It's all in the last quarter century. It got reinforced, but it's been walking into our lives for the last 50 years. The senators and representatives have to run out of a Capitol? Well, when they were in the basement with Biden for the last 10 months, you didn't say anything about my business being run and burned, when my family was terrorized in our communities. We still look at what's happening in Portland, and where's been the Democratic leadership addressing that? Oh, I know what they were addressing. They were spending $40 million of taxpayers' funds, using Social Security funds also, to impeach Trump the last time. And now they send us $600, bunch of crooks, corrupts, that old hag Pelosi, a mafia daughter of the Alessandro congressman, attorney for the mafia. She doesn't sit there as a Speaker of the House because she's so intelligent or because she's the greatest. No, she sits there because of the multi-millions of dollars that she gets for the party to endorse all these liberals and all these do-nothing Democrat leaderships that are winning the elections. And the silent majority continues thinking, oh, we got to do this, oh, that. Get on the offensive, or you're going to continue to be treated like trash. Okay? So, don't look for me. The Congress now wants to act like they are the victims of what? The victims of the people of this nation, in whichever way it is, because you victimize them, because you're allowed to have Antifa, Black Lives Matter, funded by Soros, getting paid. They are mercenary troops burning our cities and rioting, and you do nothing about it. And then you want to impeach the only president we've had that has balls, that has guts to confront everything and put America first. That doesn't mean that we are denigrating anybody else in the world. That means that it's time for America to stand on its grounds and to respect the hard work of the American taxpayer, and don't be spending multi-millions of dollars on all your pet projects and all your political directs. Bunch of garbage. What happens is that when the Republicans or the independent or the silent minority stays quiet, when they are stepping on your head, that's what's happening. And now you have Pelosi. What's got Pelosi to be setting the policy and the politics of this great nation? That old bitch has to go home with her nephew, the nephew who is the governor of California. What a force, what a political force. While she was traveling on the Air Force airplanes, our taxpayer gasoline and equipment, with her whole family around the world for vacations. The only one that put a stop to that was President Trump. You're all garbage. You're all garbage. Because if you stand silent in the face of corruption and crookedness and violating the moral violence that you have conducted against the taxpayer of this nation, the moral violence is worse than the entering of the Capitol and all the garbage that you're trying to impeach the president for. Moral violence, because you have disregarded people's faith and religious belief, because you're disregarding the sacred freedom of speech, the constitutional right to bear arms. You're destroying the base of the nation. Garbage. This is not the swamp. You're all in the sewer. That's why we got like rats like Macano, and rats like Nadler, and rats like Pelosi, the old cockroaches and rats. And the rats and cockroaches don't live in the swamp. They live in the sewer. The swamp is too clean. We have to clean the sewers of this nation. The sewers of this nation. That's where all the Congress and senators and they all reside, destroying our livelihoods, destroying our faith and values of our families, with your moral violence. And that's what the taxpayers of this nation are trying to defend from you.